So today's walk takes us under the original Severn crossing, as you can see there, and just below it we're going to head up the track here, and we're going to follow it to the end where there is still some remaining World War II gun emplacements, and we'll talk about them more when I get there. Down here at Beachley, if any of you know the area, there's a MOD base here. It's the 1st Rifles Battalion, so there's a bit of the area that you can't go around, but the footpath around Beachley Point is open, and you can get down onto the beach, if that's what you can call it, just down in any of these little paths. A bit of history before we get to the first one. Beachley was not designed as a heavy coastal artillery battery. Those were positioned further down the estuary towards the Bristol Channel, such as Lavernock Point or Breandown. Instead, Beachley's tactical role during World War II was focused on the choke points of the River Severn and River Wye, and the Beachley Ost ferry crossing, controlling the river crossing between Gloucestershire and Monmouthshire. Okay, let's see if I can get my fat butt in there. I'm not entirely sure I will, but we can get the camera in. It's sort of filled in a little bit, so I'd have to get on my belly, which is not going to be pretty or fun. But as you can see from the top here, it's a very commanding position across the Severn. You can obviously have a massive arc of fire across there as well. The tide here is treacherous. I believe it's the 2nd highest and fastest tide in the world, and as you can see, she's coming in now pretty quick. You can't actually see the pillbox at all from the river now, it's so overgrown. Maybe in the winter we could see it. And if you look out there, you have Chapel Island, Chapel Rock. That's another story altogether for another time. A bit more history. The defensive cluster at this point comprised 2 primary concrete pillboxes, defensive gun positions. They're strategically placed to command the convergence of the Severn and the River Wye. This included a well-documented Type 24 FW3 pillbox positioned right near the ferry terminal approach. This is the other side of Beachley Point. There is the mouth of the Wye over there, which obviously then comes round to there. And the other side of there is the path down to the second one, which you can just see the top there. But I'm looking at that, and it looks like someone may actually be living in there. But we'll have a closer look in a second. There's a better look at Chapel Rock there, and as you can see, that is a very fast moving tide. It comes in so quickly. It's treacherous, honestly is. We're down to the entrance of this one. As you can see, this one is precariously close to the edge of the cliff. It still has up on top there. It has a plaque there. Can't remember what it's for. I'll have a look in a second. I'm pretty sure it's not very nice. It's a bit of a sad story. So we'll come down here, and I can get in this one. Let's do this. So that is the view out across there. And there in the background you can see the new Severn crossing. So it's got a doorway, 4 pillar boxes, entrances, 1 on each side. Obviously the usual graffiti nowadays of anything. People just can't come and have a look. They feel they need to leave their mark, a bit like dogs. As I said, I thought it was a sad story, and it is. Very unfortunate, very sad. That's the mouth of the Wye. Comes all the way around, and then you've got the start of the new Severn Bridge, Severn Second Crossing, Prince of Wales Bridge, whatever you want to call it. Then you've got Chapel Rock again. That's England over the other side of there. We're in England now, and there is the start of the original Severn crossing, and then back to there, to the point where we just walked down.